Freestyle Friday.
Good morning, evening, or afternoon. It's your boy Holiday, HOLIDAE. Back on this 21st. It's Monday.
And I am so happy that this year is almost over.
When the last time we talked, was it after the election?
I think it was, I can't call it. I want to say it was actually in October.
Wow.
Also, I'm the Tez man. Prince. He doesn't like the Tez man or a man called Tez. He hates all those names. But I am Printez, and we're just back because shit. What's going on this year, man?
Everything.
Everything's going on in this year.
Everything. But we actually came to talk to y'all about what happened since the election. It is December the 21st. Oh, this is like the...
Oh, what's superpowers?
Saturn and Jupiter is supposed to be kissing tonight.
What powers did you get?
What, who?
What powers did you get?
I could feel my herpes.
I'm acting like I didn't even hear none of that shit.
Nah, it's supposed to happen 9:30 tonight or something like that.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, it ain't happening yet. You know what you're supposed to do, right? So today is the day that the Saturn and Jupiter appear to kiss in the sky.
The god of death and the god of the king of gods.
Yeah, because Jupiter's supposed to be Zeus. Yeah.
Yeah, and Saturn is the Hades.
Yeah. So during this time, you're supposed to go outside and do some kind of ceremony barefoot in the ground. And the only superpower I could think of that you could get from that is hookworms. So, I'm not doing it. So, I mean, I definitely want to see it on YouTube tomorrow. But
I hope I get the power suggestion. I talked about this. But I can turn it off and on because I don't want people trying to kiss my ass because I got mad for like 30 seconds. Mm-hmm. No, you just, man, kiss my ass. And now the motherfucker just sitting there fighting their hardest to kiss your ass.
Yeah.
I wanted to be like, hey, give me your money. That's it. It's turn on and off. I don't have to do any of the work myself.
Right.
Superman, I never knew I was there. Like, damn, man, why'd you rob that bank? I don't know.
Wonder Woman, never know you been in there when you leave.
Wonder Woman, I wouldn't mess with Wonder Woman. You know why? She's an ancient woman.
I don't know if I had a power of suggestion.
So you think she's fresh down there? Fuck that 2000 BC coochie.
Before you could say Amazon.
Hey, listen. I like Amazonian women. I like big women. Not big women, but like, tall girls. But she is from the year 2000 BC. She's probably not washing down there properly.
I mean, she probably didn't. But women naturally keep.
All I'm saying is she doesn't know what a master is. That's all I'm trying to say.
They naturally keep themselves, which is awesome. I have daughters, and that's how I started. Well, I knew about that before.
She probably just dives into like a lake and walks out of it, and that's it.
That's all she has to do. She's Wonder Woman.
Well, she's one. Hey, listen, have at it.
Wolverine don't wash his ass.
I'm not interested in Wolverine.
Who was your
at all.
favorite superhero?
As a kid?
Let's start with favorite superhero from the X-Men.
It was. You know what's funny? As a kid, I loved Wolverine, but as an adult, I actually understand Cyclops.
Fuck Cyclops.
I understand Cyclops.
Oh, pretty boy ass, always trying to take the girl.
Dude, it was his girl to begin with.
So?
And he was the leader. And so, I mean, I understand him. Like, he has to make decisions for everybody. As someone who's sometimes actually has a... No,
but you can't make decisions for your penis.
Well, that's Cyclops' fucking problem.
You can't have sex with a subordinate.
That's Cyclops' problem, not mine. All I'm saying is, that scene, remember in the OG cartoon? Actually, no, it was the second cartoon. In the cartoon back in the day when Wolverine was mad because they left Morph after Morph clearly got killed.
Yes.
And Wolverine was pitching a bitch about it, and I was like, yo, why would you have this man go back for somebody who already died?
No Man Left Behind, man. No Man Left Behind. That was the first show, right?
No, that was like the second X-Men cartoon, I think. I think it was the first one that was actually based on the team as a whole, as opposed to just somebody in particular. But yeah, as an adult, I understand Cyclops now. I'm like, man, I feel Cyclops, man. Like, Wolverine just running around just ruining shit because he can't get his way.
You know what, though? They was tripping because Storm was the one.
Bruh. And you know what else I love about Storm? She didn't fucking pass out every time she used her powers. Because Jean Grey, like, damn, bitch. Like, why are you even here?
Yeah.
Her and, well, shit, you can't touch Rogue, though.
Yeah, Rogue was, I used to like that about Rogue because she cannot be touched.
Rogue had that ass, though.
Yeah.
Rogue had that ass. Rogue was the first thick white girl I ever seen on TV.
Was it Rogue? Who was dating Rogue? Well, her and Gambit was supposed to be doing.
Yeah, her and Gambit had a thing, but he just, he can't touch her.
Yeah, I was a crossover between Gambit and Wolverine.
Gambit
I used to like Gambit because I was like, why is he white, but he acts so black? And come to find out, he's Cajun, he's black.
He's clearly white.
No, Cajun. He's from New Orleans.
I think you confusing Cajun with Creole.
Yeah, that's what I meant, Creole.
But he's not Creole, he's Cajun.
He's Cajun? Okay.
Yeah.
So when I was young, I guess, my mind crossed over. That's what's up. Anyway, so
favorite
hero, Super Overall.
Oh, Super Overall right now? Does anime count?
Anyone. You about to say One Punch Man?
Yeah, I know Goku.
Goku? Okay. I was a big Punisher fan until the policeman took that shit. And then I started thinking about it. Yeah.
I'm like, y'all should be arresting this dude, right?
Yeah. So it became, now, so it was Goku until you said Goku just now. So my new favorite superhero ever since you said Goku just now.
Well, we can't have the same favorite superhero?
No, not for this conversation.
This that, your ass.
I know. My ass.
Pause.
Favorite superhero is on camera right now. You can see that I'm thinking about it, but I'm gonna say Luigi.
Do video games count? You didn't say video games counted.
Nah, he's not a superhero for real. Liu Kang is a superhero. He saved the Earth twice, right?
Liu Kang shouldn't be champion though.
Who should be champion?
Jax.
Jax.
A few things, and we won't get to politics as well. A few things. The story makes it clear that Earth's technology is the answer to everyone else's magic. And Jax
is a cyborg.
He's the only person who can physically fight Shao Kahn. Because Shao Kahn's strength isn't shown to be supernatural. He's just a real big dude. The first time Shao Kahn hits Liu Kang, because Liu Kang can't be any more than like 180.
Right.
The first time he hits Liu Kang should die.
You know, Liu Kang is probably like 5'6", so about 125.
Well, he seems to be like average height, which is like 5'10", 5'11". But I'm saying Jax is the only one that should actually. And if I say, hey, Mortal Kombat right now, nigga, Jax is the only one that should be able to take Shao Kahn in a fight.
Did Jax ever win a tournament?
No, it's Liu Kang. But it's plot armor though. But damn, if you can count video games, it's probably Dante from Devil May Cry.
Did you read the story for Mortal Kombat 9? Did you
watch the
story?
Yeah.
So you followed the story all the way through?
Yeah.
Where they had to go back and lose the first. It was the first tournament they had to go back and lose, right?
No, the third one. Like honestly, people don't realize that the only 1 and 2 are the only Mortal Kombats in the actual series. The time they're fighting, only 2 tournaments. Everything after that is everybody just getting how they live. But he was like, he must win because Raiden realized that when Shao Kahn tried to claim Earthrealm in part 3, that's when he was violating the rules. Like everyone's like, oh, he walked over. Like, not to say he can't come over to Earthrealm, is that he can't claim it. The second he tries to claim it without winning Mortal Kombat, which also is a stupid concept, that's when he messes up. But that's all that was though.
Okay, kind of like when Donald Trump tried to claim America when he lost the election.
I like that. I like that. He brought that shit all the way around. That was good.
So I guess we'll get into politics now.
Did you play 11 yet?
I have not played 11.
Shao Kahn actually makes a Donald Trump reference.
Damn.
He goes, together I will make our world great again. I was like, oh shit, okay. I was like, get it, Shao Kahn. But this dude, man, it's like this is a perfect example of just because you say that doesn't make it true.
I knew it was gonna happen though.
Hey, but he was telling us it was gonna happen.
Yeah, he forecast everything. So we'll go through it, and at the end I'll tell you what he's trying to do now.
And this is a perfect example of what I always say, that I don't get mad at things that I'm not surprised by. Mm-hmm. Like, you got to surprise me to make me mad at you.
Right.
If you was pretty much telling me ahead of time that, hey, if I lose this shit, this is what I'm going to do.
Will you concede this election? Well, we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lose anyway. But.
And then he's like, oh, if I do lose, it's probably because everybody's been cheating.
Yeah.
Because they're doing this and the third. Yeah. And it was like, he's pretty much telling us what he's going to do if he loses this election. I'm like, I'm not saying I wouldn't deal with it. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that, I'm not saying that I'm not, worried. Not worried, but, I'm not conscious of it. Right. What I'm saying is I'm not mad because he kept telling me this is what he was going to do.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm telling you on mic right now that the reason probably that he thinks that he shouldn't have lost that election is because he cheated. We ain't looked nothing into his numbers at all.
That's actually a fair point. It's like the if your spouse is always telling you cheating, it's probably because you probably follow her.
Yeah. We might find out that all of Biden's votes was true, but then because 75 is a crazy number
for both of them.
For him to land on 75.
I think so. Benefit of the doubt. I think that the last 4 years are so crazy that they just energized everybody. Mm-hmm. I will say this though: if I cheated and still lost, I would be mad as hell.
Yeah.
I'll be mad as hell.
Mad as hell. You'll be probably in your house not talking to anybody, just tweeting all the time, right?
You're right. Right. You're right. Man, the hell with all y'all.
Look at that shit, man. I got 75 million votes. That's the most ever by a president, incumbent president.
It was like, well, the other guy got more.
The other one that got 82 or 83.
The other guy got more. Like, what are we talking about here?
So, but it's crazy.
I think you're right though. I mean, that is actually something that no one's ever thinking about. Like, he may have cheated too and just didn't cheat enough.
It's the reason why even though they're looking into all the flip states, right?
Swing states.
The swing states, flip states. Well, the states that flip from the
swing states has a bit of ring to it though.
Either way. They keep finding all these mistakes that happen in Republican counties.
The ones he won?
Yeah. They're like, oh, so they go for Biden in this county here, then it's a Republican county.
Listen.
Or it'd be like, hey, these votes, we don't know where they came from. And then it's 182 votes for Trump that came out of nowhere that they can't actually find.
I just sat him down like, listen, Trump, he already won. But if you keep pressing this shit up, he's really gonna win.
That's why I wrote on Facebook the other day. I was like, man, guess what? Biden won again.
At what point?
He wins every day. Every day they be like, you know what? Biden won today.
At what point? At some point, man, just stop.
Yeah, you gotta stop. Well, he's not gonna stop.
How do you just say in Atlanta? Boy, stop.
But
and Atlanta, Georgia.
yeah. So, in Georgia right now, while they're doing the votes and early voting has started, Georgia is trying to do exactly. Yeah. Georgia is trying to do exactly what Trump was trying to do, which is make sure the black vote don't count. So they've been in court since last week trying to suppress voter on voting elections.
And stay strong, people of Georgia, brothers
so far,
and sisters.
All 3 cases have been thrown out.
And shout out to Stacey Abrams.
Shout out Stacey. Stacey gonna be, especially if they pull this off. Stacey's gonna be a very popular person in politics anyway. Like,
I think Joe Biden
just want to go back and be a governor though.
Joe Biden I thought he was supposed to be trying to pull her for like a cabinet position, or at least something close to like a White House.
I got a feeling she don't want to do that. So here's why: because when she lost the governor race, she could have went in Senate.
Yeah.
But she was like, I don't want none of that shit. I want to fix this voting shit. So that's what the day she lost the election.
So she's gonna be like, I guess what's that dude when he was leading in 04, but Howard Dean.
Yeah.
So she's gonna take like a spot like him, like instead of just being an actual politician, she's just gonna be a part of a party figure.
Yeah, a kingmaker.
Okay, that's what's up.
But
though,
I think she'll probably in 2022 she'll probably go run again for governor.
One thing, I think with Trump, he has to realize is, well, a lot of people have to realize is
Trump
what happened.
Need to be punched in the face. I swear.
I didn't say that on camera or on the air. So
if Trump would have been punched, so for anybody,
I feel that way on January 21st.
For anybody, when you raising your kids and you don't want your kid to be a spoiled bitch, just look at Trump.
I'm saying the Secret Service will kick in your door.
When somebody do something wrong, don't protect your kids from getting their ass whooped. Let them get at least one good ass whooping so they can know.
That first fight.
Yeah. Let them get their ass beat one time. At least one time. You could stop the rest of them after he losing the fight, but one time let their ass get whooped. And then you don't have people that grow up and be stupid ass motherfuckers like this.
Yeah, I've said that, I said there's a reason why if you look at cowboy movies, like everyone speaks to each other so respectfully. Like even like the bad guys always speak to the good guys very respectfully.
Yeah, right before they shoot them in the face.
Unless they're there for the smoke, because everybody was under the constant threat of an ass whooping.
Yeah.
So you didn't pop off back then.
Yeah.
But what he has to understand, I think everybody has to understand is this election was an indictment on him, especially for the fact that he lost so severely.
Yes.
But the Senate, but the Congress didn't really budge. I mean, Democrats. I mean, we had the runoffs again, but Democrats really didn't gain a whole lot of ground, from what I can tell.
Well, they lost ground. They lost ground in the House.
You know that, but you know what that tells me, right?
No.
A lot of those people who voted for him last time, a lot of people, those card-carrying Republicans, they secretly voted for Biden.
Yeah, they went down ballot and voted for Republicans, but up ballot, it was like, nah.
Yeah, that's what it is. I mean,
that's the Lincoln Project, though. Lincoln Project does a lot of that. They was like, man, fuck Trump, but
that's like the OG Republicans, right?
Lincoln Project knew Republicans. That's the so one of the co-founders to the Lincoln Project is the guy who so Donald Trump had like a press secretary or had somebody in his cabinet, an advisor to him, and her husband was talking shit about Donald Trump on Twitter all day, like for a long time. Yeah. And he's a strong Republican. I forgot their names. But it's same thing, like a blonde woman. I want to say Kellyanne Conway. Yo. But is that the press secretary now?
I think she was at one point. No, I don't think she ever was a press secretary. I think she was just talking shit. By the way, I just saw that movie Bombshell recently.
Who was Bombshell?
It was apparently that guy Roger Ailes that was just trying to smash everything moving around at Fox. You mentioned blonde. I just thought about that. I thought these was the church people.
Talking about Republicans?
Yeah, because the dude though, they was wild over at Fox apparently.
Yeah, so Christian, man, they're only Christian when it comes to talking shit about other people. It's kind of like how they talk about how black church is, how church is. Oh, everybody do everything wrong, but then they criticize you for doing it, but then they go do it.
Yeah, well, I mean, shit. Apparently, they was getting it on at Fox whether you wanted to or not.
That's black people complaining about that too. But I was like, why black people working at Fox? But you got to get paychecks.
Well, in the movie there was like she's on SNL, like the real funny one on SNL.
I don't know.
You don't watch SNL at all?
No.
Her name would come to me.
Is it the fat girl? Ain't this the fat girl that been up there a long time?
Yeah, and 80. Kate McKinnon. She's in the movie. She plays like a liberal and she's a lesbian, but she works at Fox. And it was like, I forgot what her reasoning was, but I mean, apparently it's not unheard of to have people who don't canvas for that type of.
Because if you watch Fox all day, like if you watch Fox through the day, you will see liberal.
Like I figured they have
opinions. You'll see conservative opinions. It's when it gets later on in the day that people
when
be
everybody's
sitting down
home.
for the. And then I don't understand. So here's one of the things, and this is why I don't call Fox News. I call Fox a propaganda network. You got Tucker Carlson, you got Hannity, and it's a woman that does it too.
Tommy
But
Lauren.
they sit up there and have Tommy Lauren too. They will have a full news briefing about fake news, full of lies, but treat it like it's real. And then every once in a while, because the heat will get stoked, the fires get stoked, they have to go up and be like, I'm not a real news anchor, and everything I say is just opinionated. It's for entertainment. And then that's because the fire got stoked too high. They about to start getting in trouble.
Wouldn't it
And
be?
then they will go back starting as soon as they finish saying that, and then they start reporting news, but reporting fake news and reporting lies and throwing opinions in it.
Would the anchor be protected from that because the anchor isn't reporting their own news anyway?
No. So that's like me and you when we talking, we have to say allegedly.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that. So
Well, we're podcasters. We're not anchor people.
But they are responsible for what comes out of their mouth. The news network also is responsible for what comes out of their mouth, unless it's entertainment.
Yeah, so I'm saying, like, I couldn't sue Tucker Carlson for talking shit about me. I can
Fox
sue
News
Fox. Yeah.
for what Tucker Carlson says about you.
Yeah, so I was just
Since they're just entertainers and they are not real news anchors, and they go out every once in a while and say, hey, I'm not reporting the actual news. I'm just entertaining you. You should take nothing I say seriously. And then they will go right back behind that and report the news.
Yeah.
So it is it's just propaganda. But since they say all of that, that protects Fox from getting sued.
Okay. But talking about the black chick, not black chick, blonde chick, White House, how
Yeah,
Trump.
if I had my phone, I would call her name. But yeah, Lincoln Project started from whenever it's from her husband started the Lincoln Project. The Lincoln Project basically are Republicans that don't like Trump.
You know what? Welcome to then. Okay.
So they're like real GOP, real Republicans, but they're not Trumpers.
So like the John McCain type Republicans. Okay. Shout out, rest in peace, John McCain. Shout out to John McCain.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, Trump has to realize that. Like, I don't think he has realized that his party doesn't mess with him like that.
Well, they do.
I think what we're witnessing now is a fracturing of the Republican Party.
Yes, but in a couple of years, same thing's gonna happen to the Democratic Party.
I think that's long overdue.
If they don't learn from now, because you're probably gonna have three parties. You're gonna have the extremely right Trumpers, which is weird because the extreme right Trumpers are very close to the left because they want big government.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right, yeah.
And then you have the conservatives, you have the Democrats, and then you have the liberals. But I think the conservatives and the Democrats, because they sit the same line,
The Democrats,
they speak that same shit,
the moderates,
they're
basically.
going to end up being the middle party.
I
And
can
then
see
you're
that.
going to have liberals and conservatives.
So basically, it's going to be liberals, moderates, conservatives.
Yeah, something like that.
That's actually exactly what it's going to be.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's interesting to see what's going on now. I'm just. So we done got through everything now. January the 6th is the next date. Well, January the 5th first, because we got to see what Georgia do on this election. Everything right now is looking like Democrats done signed on close to
Georgia,
80 million people, 80,000 more people.
I never understood why Georgia was red anyway for the longest time.
Because the only thing that's blue in Georgia really is Atlanta.
Augusta?
I mean, I'm talking about like all the blue. I mean, any big city is gonna end up being blue, but like as many people live in Georgia,
All I'm saying is this.
most of that shit is in Atlanta.
Just about every black person I know that's not from South Carolina is from Georgia. Like, Georgia seems to be like black central. And I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, it's very centralized. I mean, that's any state almost. The black people are very centralized to the population hubs. But even so, a lot of that mindset bleeds over to the other communities.
Kind of.
I mean, all I'm saying is I don't think this. But then again, historically, getting
Black people don't vote.
Yeah, getting those people to out there to vote or vote on the non-sexy elections, basically. Like this election.
That's what we got to get us to do though. Like that. And I want to get with some people and start pushing South Carolina and signing South Carolina voters up too.
And that's why, and that's another reason I kept saying that I think the Democratic Party fracturing has been long overdue because the Democratic Party does not maintain any form of discipline politically.
No, because it's too much. You have black people that are Democrat. You have LGBTQIA that are Democrat. And we know from being in South Carolina that the black people here, I'm gonna say the way I'm gonna say it, the people not gonna like it, but the black people here are more conservative. They're more white conservative because Bible Belt than the black people in California.
What did we talked about that? I think it's black people in general. Like you do get this.
I be listening to black people in California and talk to black people in California and talk to black people in New York and be like, oh yeah, yo, we different.
Okay, maybe I gotta get up. Maybe I gotta get to New York and get out west to make more.
But New York is kind of a little bit closer to us. But you still think all them people come from the islands? They go up to New York and all that shit.
Yeah.
So
and don't forget, like
kind of conservative and an island flavor.
Yeah, because you gotta think about it too. Like Africans from the diaspora, they're usually more conservative.
Because every African I know voted for Donald Trump.
That's crazy.
Every single African, like African American, like from Africa.
The angels from Africa are coming.
Yeah.
I don't know where she came from, but she made me laugh.
Oh, you talking about the spiritual leader.
And strike.
And you could tell God ain't with them.
Because she was trying too hard.
All that praying they was doing.
And she was trying too hard.
All that kneeling. They was bringing the victory to Donald Trump. All that.
You can tell that God ain't with the preacher when the preacher preaching too hard.
You can tell God ain't with Trump.
What is her name?
Spiritual advisor.
I ain't gonna lie though, when she was actually when she was asking for the smoke, she was doing it to me a little bit. I was like, get it, sis, all right. Sis ain't no joke. Like, don't you, hey, you got my number. 6,000 people have my number. Hey, call me. I was like, okay. Like, all right, she ain't no joke with it. I got her. She ain't no leak.
So I'm gonna get into this, and then I know it's time to wrap up because the Pittsburgh Steelers are playing tonight, and one of us still watch football.
And strike. I'm sorry, that was funny though, man.
And here's the concern going on right now, though. So Donald Trump had a meeting over the weekend, maybe Friday, and
this wall's not built yet.
One of the things he was going through over the weekend is how can he insert martial law. And
at some point,
he wants to insert martial law in Georgia and redo the whole election. We're going to say allegedly because I wasn't there. It's just something that came out to the news. What do you think about that?
That's what I think about that. That side.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Just call it what it is, man. I mean, you lost, man. You got 4 years. No, you got 4 years of the presidency. No one thought you would have got that.
And he would have landslide victory if he would have did two things. One, when the coronavirus came, even if he would have did all that shit where he was like, let me get herd immunity or whatever like that, which everybody knew they was pushing for that because of the rules they were setting in place. No, let him go down. Anyway, but gave motherfuckers checks every week. If you would have said a stimulus package that we already know that if you give the people on the bottom money, they don't care what you do up. So you could have gave people maybe a $600 check a week and gave all the corporations everything else you gave them. And nobody would care because they would have got $600 a week. That is what, $2,400 a month?
Well, because 600 a week, you said, right?
Yeah.
Times 4.33, because it's 4.33 weeks in a year and a month. Oh shit. That'll be before taxes, $25.98.
And they shouldn't tax it.
I wouldn't, because it's the government's money already.
Government money straight to you. It's money that you pay taxes for anyway.
And I'm not I'm not an economist. I mean, I did go to school for business, but I'm not
Yeah.
an economist by trade. I mean, but just hindsight, this observation of the economy will show you that trickle up is actually more.
Yeah, but you
Trickle
can't
up
tell-
actually happens as opposed to trickle down.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you give everybody on the bottom, if you give everybody on the bottom money,
I don't think a corporation should ever receive money from the government, because what is it? You're supposed to you provide a product, people pay for it,
corporate socialism.
and a corporation should never get money. I have 2 companies, and neither one of my companies went to go get a PPP loan, because first of all, it's a loan. I mean, you can turn it into a grant if you do the right things.
Yeah, but a loan, effectively, you're working for whoever loaned you that money.
Yeah, so, but that's what a corporation is supposed to do.
Yeah.
Like, if shit goes to shit, then shit goes to shit. Companies are supposed to fail.
Yeah.
And then it leaves room for things to come up and for betterment to come. Because what we're doing with capitalism now is we're suppressing everything. The reason why governments got better cybersecurity parameters than we do, or people, employees and stuff like that than we do. Not saying everybody does, but there are some out there. And the reason why we're not so far ahead of them right now when it comes to cybersecurity is because we have corporations suppressing shit.
Yeah.
So that's something. So anyway, so $600 a week paychecks, and then it was another thing he could have did. Supported the
Paula White. That's Paula White is her name. I'm sorry.
What you call that thing right there?
Vaccines.
He should have championed vaccines.
He should have
$600 a week. Even though like that still ain't a lot of money, but that is still enough. Yeah, $600. Car payments, house mortgages, house loans.
Oh, $600?
Cancel those shits.
That car dealership I worked for. You was getting financed. If we saw that, if I saw that was your income, you was getting financed.
Yeah.
The only matter is now what your grade was. That's all the thing I'm asking at that point.
Government says, hey, if he would have said something like, hey, y'all sit your asses at home for 8 weeks.
All you had to do.
I will set up some kind of food services for people that don't have food at home. We will all be tested, whatever like that. Drop food off for you if you need it. Just call this number. 1, we're going to send you $600 a week. That's 2. And we are going to pay your mortgage and all your car notes.
Yeah.
Until
and that's only
it's
2
done.
weeks. It's only 2 weeks.
We're talking about 2 months.
2 months, yeah.
2 months.
It's only 2 months. It's not there. We're not doing it for the entire year. It's only 2 months. Could have flattened that curve in no time.
Yeah.
You have countries right now without the vaccine already back to normal.
Australia.
Might.
Sweden.
I don't know their accents.
But yeah, it's happening. And we're supposed to be the number 1 country in the world.
Is England back to normal?
England got a new virus.
Cunt.
Yeah, they have a mutated COVID virus in Britain right now.
A mutated COVID virus?
Yeah. I said mutated, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So vaccine, huh? Fucked I was playing.
Yeah, they're doing studies on it now to see. They think that the vaccine kills it the same. They don't think it's any other harm. It's just mutated.
So 2021, we're getting an early jump, huh?
Yeah, it's getting crazy. So we got the 5th, we got the 6th, and on the 6th, I'm worried about the House. The Republicans not certifying the vote.
But Paula White is her name, though, the spiritual advisor. Strike. There has some type of. So you're saying Congress won't ratify that? It goes to the Senate, right? Because the Senate is actually.
It's Congress altogether this time.
No, I thought it goes back and forth. Like the House has to do something, and then the Senate has to ratify it or whatever the hell.
You talking about on that same day?
Yeah. All I'm saying is, I know it's not just like there's some recourse that's there if the Republicans try something in the House. And
if they try something, what they're saying is fuck your votes. That's really what they're saying. They're like, fuck your votes.
And this is why I have been saying for the last, even before this podcast, I've been asking the question of, are we not sure that we're not witnessing the end of what we think of America?
Yeah, I mean, we probably are. I mean, it's how long we been in America? 250 years?
Well, it depends on when you.
1776.
Well, that's when the Declaration was put out. But I mean, officially, I don't think America was really recognized until they actually won the war. I mean, that's the thing about it. It's called the Revolution. Up until then, it actually would have been called the Civil War.
Okay, so 17. When did we sign the Declaration?
1776, like the 76. That's why they call themselves that.
So it was what, 84? How long did the Revolutionary War last? 2 years?
I think that shit lasted a while.
I'm feeling stupid right now. Social studies is my favorite subject.
Me again, it depends on when you consider. Well, it says according to this World Population Review, says that 243 years old, and they're considering 1776 the year America officially existed.
Okay, so 1776.
Right.
You know what? When the Revolutionary War started, that has to be 64 or something.
That would have been the start of it, right?
No. Boston Tea Party, ish.
I think that's like when the terrorist activity started. Like America was trying.
When the Revolutionary War started.
I think that's when America was starting. America was asking for the smoke at that point. I don't think they were getting the smoke yet. 1775 to 1783.
That's the Revolutionary War?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, 75, 83. So I was thinking right when I was thinking 83, 84 in my head. But, yeah, so we still talking about 230, 240 years? Yeah.
243, yeah.
It's about time.
Yeah, I've said that too. Like, people don't realize that a century and a half, relatively speaking, that's a good run, especially in modern.
They fold over, man. If they fold over and just so the Constitution is a living document, right? And it's made to be able to last forever
and change with the times.
Don't fight it.
Yeah.
So let's just take it in consideration. In the beginning, the only people that was considered Americans was white
male
landowners, right?
Mm-hmm.
But once they said, okay, so all white males, you're American. Right then, give them all the benefits.
Yeah.
Once they said, you know what? You pretty white women, you could be citizens too. Give them their benefits. Niggers, come on over here, buddies.
Actually, to get that
give them their benefits.
I think the orders were reversed because black men got the right to vote before white women.
No.
Well, some people say that.
So men had the right to vote, then it was women, and then black people got the right to vote.
You sure about that timeline?
I'm like 99% sure.
Well, tell about that one.
Because whenever they did the women right to vote a couple of months ago, it's like, y'all had the right to vote. Black people still couldn't vote for another 40 years or something.
Now, I know they wouldn't let us vote, but legally we had the right to vote.
So I don't know.
I think
black people.
Yeah, I believe that black men got the legal right to vote first, but good luck doing it.
Oh man, we'll get into that next year sometime. Black History Month. We'll get through that. We'll talk about the tricks they use to keep black people from voting. We'll go through that. So, but it's time to roll. Tell them where they can find you at, man.
Find me at Mansamusa the 7th on Twitter and on Instagram. Also, Road Warrior Tez on Twitch and Discord. I am starting to figure that Discord thing out. It's still kind of dry though.
Me, I can't figure out Discord. I didn't know you was on Discord.
Yeah, a friend of mine from Twitch. She
okay, I'm gonna download it.
She taught me how to fix the link.
Okay, I'm gonna download it and you can tell me how to do it because I was trying to get with one of my favorite podcasts, but when I download it, don't even like search for a
it's
friend.
So weird, yeah.
Like
it's so weird. I joined somebody else's Discord on Twitch, and it is so dead. Like I don't know what the hell we doing in there. I'm lost.
They're just minding the data off your phone. Anyway, you can find me and everything I do at www.distractionnetwork.com. And I finished my first year of my doctor's program.
Oh, I would say your first year. This is like your 37th year.
So I finished my first year of my doctor's program. I'm waiting for my grades to come back. But hey, I did 1 year. I think I got a year and a half to go.
Hey man, education is very important.
Yeah, I'm glad I took this one because I damn sure couldn't do 7 years. The other program was 7 years. And I was like,
Just be called a doctor. You know what? Fucking don't call me a doctor. Okay.
Take care. Oh, quick note. Starting next year, when we do discussions is gonna be back to me and Prince. Freestyle Friday, because this is gonna be posted on both threads. Freestyle Friday will go into a hiatus next year because my degree gets stronger, and I ain't gonna have the time to do 15 podcasts. So we will go into hiatus. I might pop up every once in a while for Freestyle Friday, maybe once or twice the whole year next year. And then until I can get it back to the right format, I have the time to do everything I need to do on that one. We're not going back to it. It might be forever, y'all. But you can always go to www.distractionnetwork and listen to that backlog. Take care. Be safe. Holla.
I'm focused on that finish line. Developing a strong mind. Years ago, they stopped making my kind. Yeah, I lose sleep, but it's alright cause I'm on the grind.